Thank you very much. Good morning to all. Thank you for this introduction, and I'm really looking forward to this session today, as well as the whole conference, which I believe will bring in a lot of good information to all of us. When I say all of us, it includes the end users as well as OEMs, and a few good points which Mr. Deepak made a few minutes back. I will reflect on those as we speak, during my session as well. I'm not sure.
Yes, it is coming through, but your voice is cracking intermittently. The presentation is visible. You can click on slideshow. Maybe there's is WebEx showing you any kind of a network issue?
No, not really.
All right, so you can start. The presentation is visible. In case there is some network issue, I'll just ask you to switch off your video. That might just give you better bandwidth.
Yep, we'll do that. Okay. Good morning, all again. Warm welcome to our session here. Today, I'll be talking about digital pipelines. Basically, the topic will cover not just SCADA, which is the main theme of this conference, but then we'll talk about how other technologies around SCADA are helping pipelines to become more cost-effective, improving efficiency there, and improving the overall profitability for the company. Just a little bit, a little brief on Schneider Electric. We are a global company with business around the world. 2020 revenue was around 25 billion euros, and we have workforce globally, which is about 135,000 employees around the world. We actually are, we have been rated as the most sustainable company, and we are very proud about this fact by the Corporate Knights Global 100. It gives us, immense pride in the work that we have been doing in the past, and also being recognized for that now. So it's, on the sustainability part, I would say we just don't talk, but we walk the talk, and we can help our customers as well in meeting their sustainability goals. Moving forward, Schneider Electric actually has been a growing company for past few years. In 2017, we joined hands with a company called AVEVA, and we created a global industrial software giant, so to say. AVEVA since then actually has also made a few acquisitions, the latest one and the most prominent one being OSS-Soft, which was closed recently. As far as Schneider is concerned, we closed the acquisition of a company called ETAP, and within India, L&T Electrical and Automation. What we have done is with these two companies coming together, we are trying to complement each other's strengths here. Schneider provides software around IoT and digital solutions. With the hardware that we have, the large range of hardware portfolio that we have. On the other hand, AVEVA provides software and services which include engineering, planning, scheduling, operation and optimization, asset performance, monitoring and control. These common areas are where we work together, and we provide solutions which are differentiated and kind of addressing the pain points of different customers that we see in the industry. Yeah, I mean, with L&T Electrical and Automation now being part of the portfolio, I think as far as end users in India are concerned, they would have one more known friend right next door to them, with whom they've been working for past so many years. As far as the market is concerned, I think we are looking at what we are trying to achieve here is 4 levels of integration. One being with energy and automation, where we see that when we bring in the integration of energy and automation, there's a lot of benefit which customers can derive as far as common platform is concerned, as far as common hardware is concerned, and as far as common applications are concerned. Not just that, this integration kind of brings out the hidden inefficiencies which are in the system, and you are able to solve the issues around those hidden inefficiencies. Just a voice check, Prerna. By till now everything is all right, I hope.
Yes, sir. It's fine.
Excellent. Thank you. The other integration that we are seeing is from endpoint to cloud. With the digital transformation that we have been seeing in past few years, we know that endpoint has always been important, where you have your assets really monitoring the physical parameters. But at the same time, we see that with the endpoint, with the edge control, there's a big role which cloud applications also play, as far as collaboration of data across different organizations, or within the organization, within different departments is concerned, across geographies, and creating value out of those the siloed information which was earlier, to really enhance the profitability of the company. We are also, with thanks to solutions coming in from we also are seeing that integration coming, design and in the questions on digital twin. This is the area where we are doing a lot of, I would say, pioneering work, where we with AVEVA, we create a digital twin right from the feasibility stage, which is then carried forward into the engineering part, and then the operate and maintain part. Kind of combines everything together and gives you the real-time view of what your asset is actually will be doing or can do. And then at the end, it's the wider integration, which is site to site. You have different sites. You combine those sites and create an integrated company management kind of view, where you are then ensuring the KPIs that you have set for your overall company are achieved by every site. You have all the information coming in from each of the separate assets that you have. Moving forward, talking about the first concept that I mentioned, the integration of power and process, where till now this is actually a very common practice, where you have a separate electrical team sitting in projects, and you have a separate INC team sitting in the projects, and they work on 2 different systems. Every large installation would have a separate electrical monitoring system, EMCS, and then you have a separate control for your SCADA or DCS or whatever. The benefits that you can achieve by combining these 2 systems, right from feasibility study, right across the operation, and maintenance of the asset. Typically, what you would see is, on the right-hand side, the client benefits. the combined engineering, the overall capex in INC is reduced by about 20%. Using the digital twin, the analytics, which are and the predictive analytics, which are kind of built around both the systems, electrical as well as your process systems. There's roughly about 15% reduction in downtime that we have seen. Biggest improvement actually comes in from process energy, where you see 10% improvement. Now, 10% improvement looks a rather small number, but then in terms of the energy usage that you have, typically in an asset, that's quite a bit. All these together actually add to about 3% overall in the bottom line of any operating company. And these are, the numbers that I mentioned here are something that we have seen across, few subsegments of the oil and gas, and some of the examples I'll be sharing at the end, which includes midstream companies as well. On coming to midstream, some of the challenges that we have seen, actually, I would differentiate these challenges into three different categories. One are the market challenges, which come in from how the market is evolving and what the market pressures are. The other is on the legacy challenges. The legacy comes in from the systems that we have in place, what we are carrying forward, and the processes that we have in place, as well as the big demographic shift in the workforce that we are seeing today. Today's generation is more oriented towards touch screens, towards mobile devices, towards pads, compared to my generation or the earlier generations, where we were more focused on the field devices, the control rooms that we had, and the information that we used to get in from such systems. And then, of course, the technology challenges. We are seeing shift with digital transformation across the industry. There are newer solutions coming in. Earlier, the hardware cycle used to be 20 years plus. Today, we are seeing hardware cycle to be 5 years. 10 years can be a challenge, actually. 5 years is more reasonable, I would say. Having such challenges, to manage such challenges is also something that we are seeing. So what we will talk about is how we are managing these challenges, how we are addressing these challenges with our integrated solutions in a digitized pipeline. One of the aspect that we try and address these issues is through our enterprise SCADA for distributed critical infrastructure. In India and globally, actually, what we are seeing is there is with the change in market forces, the change market challenges. There's some consolidation happening. There are companies which are trying to create larger assets to ensure that they are able to monetize them in a better way. So and of course, midstream, it's common that you have assets which are distributed across geographies. So with enterprise SCADA, what we are able to propose to our customers is a very open, flexible system where they are able to connect all their assets across geographies. The system would have would meet all the standard industry standards which are defined, and it is open and open for third-party connectivity as well. What the key benefits which come to customers are easy scalability. So today, for example, if the system, if there's a new asset to be added somewhere else in some other geography, that can be easily integrated into the overall enterprise SCADA system. Kind of it works as a system of systems in a way, and consolidating all that information. And then no matter, I mean, in the new asset, there could be some new generation of system, but that can be easily integrated as well. What we also ensure is with this system, we provide end-to-end security. So there is cyber secure solutions which are put around, for complete system. Talking about that system, in some way, the logical architecture that I can probably share here is where you have specific applications, around liquid pipelines, around gas pipelines. When we talk about, for example, like batch tracking, or for liquids pipeline, or for survival time analysis, for example, for gas pipeline applications. These are something that come along the system and the supervisory control, of course. On top of that, we provide solutions around the network and communication. You can see that we have a partnership and what we call as tested, validated, and documented architecture with Cisco on smart connected pipelines. So network and communication is something that we have already, I would say, tested and validated, and the solution is available with Cisco elements. And this is something that we can do with other vendors as well, but I have mentioned Cisco here because with them we already have a tested, validated architecture. On top of that, of course, we have the pipeline SCADA applications, the real-time gas applications. We provide simulation in terms of, as I mentioned, the digital twin, which can be built from the feasibility stage. So for the pipelines, it's very common to have a kind of hydraulic model, which will do all the analysis for your pipeline when you are designing, when you are building it. You can then use this digital twin to actually, connect it with other AVEVA provided engineering solutions, and create your databases, create your PNIDs, PFDs. These are all automated in some way, and then the same force can be used for your simulation purposes in your operations. Historian, I spoke about OSI-PI. Besides, of course, there's a native historian available in SCADA solution as well that we have. We also provide measurement solutions. So, measurement as far as pipelines are concerned are very critical. There's custody transfer at different locations, and it's important that these the records are kept properly. There's a historical information about measurement and auditable information about measurement available in the system, and we provide that. On top of that, of course, the data management, wherein the complete data for all systems is ensured. Along with it, of course, we provide the energy and sustainability field services. So, on energy efficiency part, there are several aspects where we can support our customers. For example, when in the feed stage, we provide consultancy services where we can support either the end user or the EPC that the end user has selected to ensure the electrical equipment which is selected is of the right size and We have seen benefits of up to reduction in electrical part about 20% because the related cable sizes reduce, and the overall footprint reduces. So your civil and structural works are reduced as well. Leak detection is very important as far as pipelines are concerned, and we provide two ways of leak detection. So one aspect actually which I missed talking about is Schneider Electric Exchange platform, and this is an open platform where we have ecosystem of our partners, technology partners, and of course Schneider portfolio is very large, but then besides Schneider portfolio of solutions, there are other solutions which come through our technology partners, which plug into our solutions, and these are available on Exchange platform. This platform is open actually. It's like you can say App Store. I can compare it with App Store, and you can end users can actually go and select the solution if it is is available to be bought directly from the platform, or it can be then delivered through either Schneider Electric or through the network of our partners across the world. Talking about leak detection here, as I said, we provide two types of leak detections. One is the RTTM based solution which comes in from AVEVA. It's a well-proven solution. It's today it covers about 45,000 miles of pipelines across the world. We also provide intrusion detection and leak detection, fiber optic based leak detection through our technology partner called Prisma Photonics. The Prisma solution actually works on existing fiber optics. So if you have existing fiber optic cable in your pipeline, we can use that. And if the fiber optic cable is within the conduit, it works with such fiber optic cable as well. If there is any such requirement, you can get in touch with one of our sales leaders who is already in touch with you. Measurement, as I said, is very important, and we provide flow measurement with our solution called RealFlow. This is a flow computer, and it has all the built-in calculations for API for your liquids applications or AGA for your gas applications. It can be in it's a software module flow measurement. It can be loaded into an RTU, SCADA pack RTU that we provide, or it can be in the form of a transmitter which can be sitting on the pipeline, measuring the flow as required. But yeah, I mean, the solution itself is available. We can put a data pack or provide the necessary measurement information. One of the recent acquisitions that we made on electrical side is ETAP, and this is one of the most differentiated solution I would say that we have in the market. ETAP provides a digital twin, which helps you in design stage, and this is now to be fully integrated with our AVEVA digital twin. So whatever design changes that we make on the process side or on the electrical side can be automatically ported onto the other side, and you would make necessary changes. So today, for example, if my process requires me to change the piping, the pump that I need for the the changes that I've made in the piping or in the pipeline, based on the pump rating, the motor can be selected, and based on the motor rating, the back end components, electrical components can be selected automatically. And this actually, gives them a lot of benefit, reduces errors that you have. It also helps in operations, so brings in more operational awareness. It's kind of model-driven monitoring, where you are able to then actually simulate and check, what kind of issues you might run into if there is anything that you would see. On the automation side, of course, it brings in advanced optimization, and it brings in intelligent control. You can again, if you need any more information, I would request you to please get in touch with your sales representative that is in touch with you. Analytics, again, on the pipeline side, play a very important role. Today we have seen what the solutions that we provide around analytics is digitalization. So there might be some assets where where you don't have, you have not put your digitalization. You can do that, add that into the system. You have monitoring. With digitalization, you'll be able to monitor, and it can be done through instruments or through handheld devices. With that, you are able to then ensure there is a compliance where you would want to see if your asset is performing at the right level of performance or not, and where not, you can improve the performance. And we have seen in some cases we can improve the performance and insights in about 82% of the assets that we monitor. Quickly, I'll talk about eHouse solution here. These are electrical modular buildings, that electrical and automation modular buildings that we can provide for any installation. Helps you in reducing your commissioning time and helps in reducing the capex, because a lot of it is already built into it, and you just need to kind of take it and install it at the site once it is tested. Some of the references to talk about Dangote Refinery, where we saw 40% improvement in operational efficiency and reliability with our integrated approach. And on the left hand side, you would see this EcoStruxure architecture that we have, where the electrical, the DCS, and the applications are working together here. One of the example on midstream, which comes in from OSI Software, is from DCP Midstream, where they were able to save 20 to 24 million in their first year when they had installed the PIE system with the actionable analytics into it. The third example, when we talk about the enterprise system here, I would like to talk about ADNOC Panorama Digital Command Center, where they have created a huge control center which integrates all their 14 subsidiaries, including the pipeline opcos, so to say. And they have generated over savings of about 1 billion, business value of 1 billion in over 3 years. Schneider Aveo Pipeline Solution is, we have provided solutions across the world, and some of the major pipelines across the world are being monitored using our system. This includes carbon dioxide and hydrogen pipelines, and I'm talking about these because today when we talk about sustainable solutions, carbon capture is one part and hydrogen is another part, which many companies are interested in and looking forward to get into that area. And of course, as I said, our systems are already monitoring those. To wrap up, these are the 7 advantages, I would say, to improve your efficiency, lowering the cost with digital pipeline solutions, where you have the supervisory control, you have the operator training, modeling, and simulation, combined together with our leak detection and safety solutions. On the energy efficiency side, we provide variable frequency drives, as I mentioned, the consultancy on reducing the footprint of your electrical installation as well. We have solutions for cathodic protection, and of course, to manage all that, we have life cycle services. That's it from my side. Thank you for your time today.